Hi, Tom Coley, coach for Steve Taylor Community Star. We've got the boss, Mr. Steve Taylor here, but Steve and I have really a wonderful guest. We've been blessed to have so many people come through the Steve Taylor studio, but you know, the social butterfly, you know, and do people know you? Donnetta Carter.
That's my real
but
name.
I never use your real name.
Right.
When I'm talking to people, I just say, well, social butterfly, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of marketing is kind of what Steve does. It's kind of genius marketing, like Steve C in a Kia.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
It's stuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So what made you think of that?
Someone gave me that name.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
That name, Social Butterfly, my aunt and a guy in Detroit, I work for promoters, promote concerts and
Yes,
events.
yes.
He said, Donnetta, you're everywhere. You are all over the place. I see you here, there, everywhere. He said, you are the social butterfly. I said, no,
Oh,
that's not,
okay.
I'm not a social butterfly. Then that was a hobby. Then I had to change it to a company.
Yes.
Then I had to get an EIN number. Then I have to pay taxes. Then I had to get a Duns and Brad's number.
Yes.
Then I have to get an accountant and taxes and pay. So it's a company, the Social Butterfly, and that's me, the Social
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Does your MasterCard say, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like Cher, does it say social butterfly?
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh. How cool is that?
Yes, the Social Butterfly, Huntington Bank, American Express, the Social Butterfly.
Oh my
This
gosh,
is-
I
yeah.
love that.
Yes.
That's great marketing. You're so good at marketing, and again, you're so much like Steve, but you're marketing to things that lift our community. Where did you get that feel, Donnetta, to want to lift our community?
I think with my social work background, and my
Okay.
grandmother was a social worker, and all my aunts and aunts, they have their degrees and college degree. I think empowerment, they empowered me, poured
Okay.
into me, so I pour into others.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
how it started, from the social work background.
Well, it's been a number of years that we've been partnering up
Yes.
together.
Yes,
And
at least 9.
I think so. And
Yeah.
you've done so many events in the community, and they're events that you do for others, like whether it's helping local businesses, small businesses get their names out, or even, you know, just other philanthropy events in the city. So we want to thank you for all you do.
Thank
That's
you.
why you're here and you're our community star.
Thank
But
you so
also,
much.
you do so much for us. You and Tom was talking off air about all the great posts that you do
Oh,
for
my
us, and
God.
you'll come to events that we have, and
Yeah.
it's been such an honor to team up with you
Yes.
because you're so recognized in this community for
Thank you.
doing things for other people, and that's really what you do, and you've done so much for us too. So we wanted to bring you in and thank you for all you do.
I thank you.
And I always like to ask folks too, is there a story that maybe stands out with one of your events that you've had? I know you got another one coming up too in December. what
Not
you're
to
talking about.
December, yeah. I did something recently, Operation Surprise Attack.
Sure.
Her
Oh
name
well,
is,
yeah. Lisa
you know,
Fulton.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a sweetheart.
So Lisa actually used to babysit my kids, and
she's a nanny.
she was years ago, and now she's doing Operation Surprise Attack. She's grown that tremendously,
Yes.
and they do so much good work for children that have you know, obviously cancer or these awful diseases.
Yes.
And we teamed up. We did something here locally with our dealerships where we wrote a bunch of cards for the kids.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, talk about what you
Yeah,
did. with her.
Lisa Fulton, she's a sweetheart. I met her through Tom at one of your events at
Sure.
the Pinnacle,
Mhm.
where you had the young man that come in that caught a fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
John
yeah.
O'Leary.
Yes.
John O'Leary.
Oh
John
my
O'Leary.
gosh.
Yeah, I met her through Tom, and she was telling me about her, and she follows me on Facebook.
Okay.
But see, what I do, I have 40 people on the list who I could do fundraiser for. So I have my foster son to pick out the person,
okay.
because I can't do 40 fundraisers in 1 year. I
Sure.
do 2 big ones. So
Yeah.
she was chosen for the 10th annual Motown Dinner and Dance Cruise. We
Oh,
sold
okay.
it out.
No.
She had a ball. We had our own private deck on the Detroit Princess,
Oh, wow.
and I was able to give her, I think, over close to $2,000
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
for
That
whatever
is
she needed to
fantastic.
do.
And isn't it funny, you know, you talk about, what is it, 6 degrees of separation?
Yes.
Yeah.
But here was something that I've known Lisa, and she came to me about this Operation Surprise Attack, and then
Yeah.
Tom and Terry have worked with her, and we invited her to hear John O'Leary, and that's an unbelievable story in and of itself.
Yes. Oh,
And you're
wow.
there, and then you guys connected, and now
Yes, he
here you
connected
guys
me
raise
with her.
money
Yeah.
for these kids. So that's what you do, though. I feel like you are such a connector.
I like to give,
Yes.
yeah, connect, but I like to give, also give.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, if God gave you the gift, I think you should use your gift and,
Yes.
and give to others.
Yeah. Oh,
Whatever
you-
gift He gives you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, you've done a great job.
Oh
of
my
that,
God.
without a
Thank
doubt.
you.
You know, you're a great example of somebody selflessly giving back. I mean, Steve does. That's why you two on the stage here together, I think, is so unifying because that's what Steve does.
Right.
He selflessly gives back. He's not looking for anything in return.
Exactly.
You selflessly give back. I don't think one time you've ever
I'm just
asked,
one person.
but you've never asked me for anything. You know, when we have an event, you say, "Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll do it." You've never asked for anything. You just
No.
do it because you know it's something good in the community. But marketing now, you're the queen of marketing.
I
But I'll
love
tell you,
marketing.
I was just sitting here thinking,
I
you
like
know,
marketing.
Steve has got his bobblehead, right?
Yeah.
You see it right there.
Yeah.
You should do little butterflies, and people that do good things for you in your operations,
Yeah.
you can hand them a butterfly and say, now you're officially a social butterfly.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
they
can
could
do
wear
that.
they could wear it right on their lapel.
I can do that.
Yeah, so it'd be just like Steve's
It
marketing
could,
with the bobblehead.
or it could take off like the ducks on the Jeeps.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You know,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you got
That's
the
a
ducks.
good
You
idea.
could have all the little
How much do I
butterflies.
owe you for
No,
that?
no. But you know, all the people you interact with, all these people could be wearing little, and there'd be, you know, you'd pick out
I could
something
do that.
that's very cute, you know.
Yeah,
So I'm a social butterfly. you
yeah,
know?
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. You got to look out for these butterflies, and you got to figure out how you can get a butterfly. You got to do something for somebody else, right?
Yes, yeah,
You
you gotta pay it
spread
for
your
it.
wings,
Yeah,
and
pay it
pay
for
it
it.
forward.
Steve hit on something, Donnetta. You have, I know we're Bittersweet Farm. Steve,
Yeah, we just did that.
Steve
We
gave a
sponsored
check for that,
Yeah,
and
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
he's proud to do it. But you have something. Do you have one that's coming up? Did we just?
In December.
Not till December. It's the 13th annual Christmas Bazaar.
Okay.
It's at St. Clements, December 14th. It's from 11 to 3. It's so fun. We have entertainment. We have dancers. We have Santa. We have lots of small business vendors that's there, and massage therapists. Lots of people. It's just a one-stop shop for all your needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, at St. Clements. But right now I have my own hall, so I didn't move it there because I already signed a contract with them.
Now, is it a hall that people can reach out to you to rent and do
Yes,
things?
yes. It's
Um,
called the Ambience Hall.
Do you want to give a way to get a hold of you for people that
Oh,
want
yeah.
to use the hall?
Yeah, I'm a co-owner with Dr. DeCane. He's a medical doctor. I used to work there 10 years
Okay.
ago, booking the hall, but now I'm co-owner and I do all the booking. And it's at 5237 Renwyck. It's called La Ambience Banquet Hall. Now I can have some of my events there.
What size event would the hall hold? would
It
you
holds
say?
230.
Okay, so if
capacity.
somebody's got an event, they want a beautiful hall, they want to
Yep.
be associated with the social butterfly and
Yes.
all the good that you do, how would they reach out to you?
They can call me. I got a lot of calls too already,
Okay.
just from social media.
Yeah.
I did like 20 bookings in 2
Oh my
weeks.
God.
wow.
It's 419-367-9765, and it's 4,000 square feet. It holds 230. We do have our liquor license, but you're allowed to bring your own
Okay,
food
gotcha,
in.
gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
Family reunions, weddings,
Weddings,
yeah.
local
anything,
events.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Call me, and I mean, if I can refer, if you need a bigger size, I know other halls that are
Okay.
bigger, and I didn't know the price of halls are very expensive.
Oh,
Everything's gone up.
Everything's
Yeah, everything's
expensive,
expensive.
yeah, it makes
Yeah.
it difficult for people to have functions. I mean,
Yeah,
just to have
I made our
functions.
price affordable.
That, which you would do, you know,
Yeah.
same deal, yeah, you would
Yeah.
do.
So you've talked about all these great events that you've done in the past.
Yeah.
We've talked about some of the things we've been to. Is there one thing that sticks out that you've been involved with in the last 10 years or so in the city of Toledo that maybe is an event? Because you go to all events. We were saying earlier,
go
like
to
you're
most of them.
you're everywhere.
I go to most of them.
Then you were talking about, well, you still have a full-time job, but you're working at nights and weekends. I mean, we
Yeah.
see you everywhere. Your social media presence is fantastic.
Yes,
You're sort of like Barb Andel from The Plate.
yes.
That
Oh,
goes to
Barbara. I
all
know
That's a good
Barbara.
analogy.
goes to all
Yeah.
these events. She knows everything that's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing, but do you have an event or maybe an organization or something that you've been involved with recently that really stood out to you and you said, wow, this one was over the top. This one really made a difference, pulled on the heartstrings.
I think it was Bittersweet Farm.
Really?
Yeah, because they take care of adults with autism,
Sure.
and they live on campus, and they have one in Lima, in Pemberville, and one in White House.
Yeah.
And I did my research on it because I have a cousin, he has autism, he's 18. So I told my cousin, I said, you need to research this in case something happened to you.
Right.
Your son
Yes.
will have somewhere to go.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bittersweet Farms, her name is Julie Champel. She's the program director, and we raised money for that one just recently, the sundresses and big hats. I really enjoyed her and her story and how Bittersweet started.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously close to home too. with
Yeah.
having a
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's great. Thanks for sharing that with us. I always like
Thank
to ask because, especially someone like you, you've been to so many of
Yeah.
them. Same with Tom over the years. These sort of probably start to forget some of them too.
Yeah.
You
And
do.
do a lot.
Yeah,
You
they
do
kind
a
of
lot.
run. They start to run together sometimes. You know?
No, that's awesome.
But it's an honor.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having
It
me. I
is an
appreciate
honor
you.
to partner with you on so many of these
Yes.
events, and we want
Yes.
to thank you for all you do. You are a true community star, and we appreciate
you.
all you do.
Thank you so much for having
Thanks,
me.
Social Butterfly.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to another edition of Steve Taylor's Community Star. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.